This YCN segment is brought to you by Bubba's Bar and Grill on Lake Sunapee in Newberry Harbor.
Welcome to the YCN Game of the Week. Today, YCN is in Pennacook, New Hampshire, between the host Pride of Merrimack Valley and the Hollis-Brookline Cavaliers. YCN Game of the Week is brought to you by Ramonto's in Claremont, always fresh, always delicious. La Valley Building Supply, home improvement and construction from concept to completion. Top Stitch Embroidery, the best for your team, and so much more. HR Clough and Kearsarge Heating, your local energy specialist. And by Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer and mailer located in New London, New Hampshire.
Welcome in to the YCN Game of the Week. I'm Jeremy Stout. Shortly I'll be joined by Andrew Zerhide. Today we have a Division II matchup, the Hollis-Brookline Cavaliers and the Merrimack Valley Pride. Both teams trying to jumpstart their season. They're off to slow starts with Hollis-Brookline 1-1 and Merrimack Valley 0-3. And first we'll start with the Hollis-Brookline Cavaliers. Andrew, obviously 1-1 so far this season, coming off a bye after beating Sanborn 25-7. Who should we be watching for on this team?
Yeah, so we're going to be keeping an eye on quarterback Sander Wimmer, number 14, and number 20, Brandon Iodice, the running back. He's a junior. It's a really good quarterback, running back duo. Look for them to be running the offense.
All right, and for the Merrimack Valley Pride, they have yet to win a game this season. They're looking to do it today on homecoming weekend.
We're going to be keeping an eye on a number 11, Braden Miller, the senior quarterback, and number 33, Max Lacey, the junior running back. Both of them will be leading the Pride here this afternoon.
All right, it's Hollis-Brookline, Merrimack Valley, homecoming weekend. YCN game after this.
This YCN segment is brought to you by Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer.
Welcome back to the YCN Game of the Week. Merrimack Valley Pride hosting the Hollis-Brookline Cavaliers. Welcome to our Facebook Live audience. Merrimack Valley will be kicking off first, fielded inside the 20, and returned along the right sideline to about the 35-yard line, and that's where Hollis-Brookline will take over on the return, number 22, Clayton Trombus. So Hollis-Brookline will take over at the 37-yard line to start the day. Homecoming here for the Pride. Both teams, as we mentioned in the pregame, trying to get something going on this young season. 1-1 are the Cavaliers, and the Pride yet to register a victory, 0-3. For the Cavaliers in the shotgun, Sander Wimmer takes the snap and drops back, looking, has plenty of time. He's going to run, and he gets not quite back to the line of scrimmage before he's tackled, so that'll go down as a loss of a couple yards, spotted at the 35-yard line for the Cavaliers.
Tune in every week for YCN Sports Talk, focusing on our region's college and professional sports with the Salt Hill Pub NFL Picks of the Week.
Wimmer takes the shotgun snap, fires deep, has a man, and that is complete. Held on to by number 30, Matthew Simcoe, the wide receiver, and he was in one-on-one coverage. Came down with it. First down for the Cavaliers.
Nice catch by Simcoe there, and nice job getting some space from his defender as well. Able to haul that ball in. It's a big play.
Cavaliers will run the hurry-up offense in the shotgun. The completion out to number 81, Chad Brown. Be maybe back to about the line of scrimmage. They had a hurry-up offense, but it looks like Wimmer is going to be in the shotgun for most of the snaps. He has running back Brandon Iodice to his left, just behind him.
Nice tackle there by Matt Burke, number 5.
Dropping back and throws right to the defender, who picks it off for the interception. That's number 2, Dylan Lassard, the sophomore, and it was telegraphed right to him. Not sure what the quarterback was looking for, but that's an interception in Merrimack Valley. Just like that, they take over first down.
Well, the Pride giving up a big play right there, and then tackle for a loss and an interception. Nice stand by them. Definitely Gives the Pride some pride.
Braden Miller, the senior, will be in the shotgun. He'll run it off to his right. Looks like he's going to keep it. Doesn't find any room. He's wrapped up for a loss of a couple yards on first down play.
Tune in every week for YCN Sports Talk, focusing on our region's college and professional sports with the Salt Hill Pub NFL Picks of the Week and YCN Sports Wrap of high school varsity sports. They can be seen on Sunday at 2 p.m. and 2:30 p.m. Check your local listings for other air times.
Miller back in the shotgun. He has Max Lacey to his right, hands it off to Lacey. He finds a hole, cuts it off the left side, and falls forward for about 5 yards. Getting back to the original line of scrimmage, maybe a couple more, maybe one more. So that'll bring up 3rd down and 9, and the Pride immediately face a 3rd and long as they look to the sideline to get a play. Miller again in the shotgun with Lacey to his left this time. 4 wide receivers. Drops back and fires, and this ball is tipped away, incomplete. Bring up 4th down.
I believe that was number 22, Clayton Trombus there from the Cavaliers, swatting that ball away. Nice job by him.
So that'll bring up 4th down and 9. 9:35 to play here in the first quarter. Hollis-Brookline throwing an interception on their first possession, and there's Merrimack Valley not able to convert on 3rd down, and they'll have to punt it away. Back to punt number 28, Nick Bartlett. Trombus back to return the punt over his head. He's going to chase that one down, and he better be careful. Just going to stay away from it. That'll be down inside the 10-yard line. Nicely done there. Dylan Lassard getting to it, and that's where Hollis-Brookline will take over for their second possession. But we'll take a break. You're watching the YCN Game of the Week.
This YCN segment is brought to you by Harris Family Furniture in Plymouth, Laconia, and Chichester.
Welcome back. YCN Game of the Week. Jeremy Stout, Andrew Zerhide. Hollis-Brookline taking over for their second possession. Into the 8-yard line, and they fire it deep down the field to a man who's wide open. That's number 30, Matthew Simcoe, again on the catch. Nicely done there by Wimmer, getting it out of the shadow of his own goal line, and it'll be all the way up to the Merrimack Valley 40-yard line in one play.
Looks like Simcoe got hit pretty hard there. He's on the sideline right now. Hopefully he'll be back soon. What a big play.
Firing it out and intercepted again. This time it's number 5 on the interception, and he'll return it out of bounds. That's Matt Burke.
Well, 2 quick interceptions here for the Pride, immediately following a big passing play. So the Cavaliers really hit or miss through the air.
Well, Wimmer has really been aggressive on his throws, and I don't know if it's been some miscommunication or what it was on the plays, but he's not hesitant at all. He's standing back there in the pocket, standing up straight, and he's really firing it. So he's just had a little bit of miscommunication, it looks like, on the part of the receivers and the quarterback. So Merrimack Valley will take over their second possession. Still no score here as we have 9:03 to play in the first quarter. You're watching the YCN Game of the Week.
This YCN segment is brought to you by H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating, your local energy specialist.
Welcome back. YCN Game of the Week. 9:03 to play here in the first quarter. Both teams not having much success on their first possessions. Hollis-Brookline with a couple turnovers, 2 interceptions. Merrimack Valley having to punt on their first one. This is their second one as we see number 5, Matt Burks, scamper to the outside, not able to get to the corner. He'll gain about a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down and 9 for the Pride.
2nd down, Merrimack Valley.
Yeah, defenses have really ruled the day so far here in the early goings. A couple of turnovers forced by the Pride, and Pride also being forced on to punt the ball once.
So Miller will line up in the shotgun. Lacey just to his right. A couple receivers on either side, and There he is, dropping over to his right and then firing deep down the field. Chase Keyser, a little over his head, couldn't come up with it. So Miller, good effort there, good idea, just a little bit off.
Yeah, and Keyser was wide open on the right sideline, and it kind of looked like Keyser was following the ball and maybe slowed down just a little bit, and he had to make a sprawling attempt on that catch, just wasn't able to haul it in. But a nice throw there by Miller. See if they can do it again.
He'll line up 3rd and 9, and the shotgun snap is over his head. He fumbles it, but he is able to pick up the football. But no gain on that one as he is sacked for a loss by a couple defenders, 72 and 66 for Hollis-Brookline.
That was Clement Sherwood, I believe, there in on that play, that sack. And really snapping the ball well cannot be overlooked in high school football. We've seen a lot of bad snaps here in the early going of this season.
So on to punt here for the Pride is Bartlett. His first one was down inside the 10-yard line. This one will be returned from the 37-yard line, and tripped up is Clayton Trombus. He's not able to get too many yards. He brings it out to just about the 43-yard line, where the Cavaliers will take over. So, Andrew, both teams having a couple possessions. Different story for both of them, but same result. No points yet on the board.
Yeah, 2 punts from Merrimack Valley and 2 interceptions from Hollis-Brookline. Low-scoring game right now. Let's see if the Cavaliers can settle down and move the ball forward.
Wimmer again in the shotgun. Man goes in motion. He will hand it off to Jeffrey Arnold, and he'll cut it up the middle. Almost up to midfield, picking up a handful of yards. So Arnold moving in motion, getting the snap, and then taking the handoff from Wimmer. 2nd down and about 5. They'll run the hurry-up offense again. Wimmer in the shotgun, team looking over to the sideline, getting the play. 4 receivers. Wimmer will draw back and just dump it off to Iodice, who's able to barrel forward after the catch and maybe has enough for the first down when it looked like he would have been tackled at the 50-yard line, but he did cross the first down marker. 1st down and 10 for the Cavaliers.
Nice job by Iodice there, really the second effort, dragging a couple Pride defenders on his back, fighting for the extra yards, getting the first down. Nice job by him.
Wimmer takes the snap. He's been in the shotgun all day today. This one he's going to try and break free. He goes up the middle, but then we'll cut it outside, but he's tackled before he can get back to the original line of scrimmage, dropping a couple yards.
If you're interested in advertising on any of YCN's programs outside television or Heroes and Icons Network, or might want your local event, parade, or concert televised, contact us at info@ycnnow.com.
2nd and long, about 12 to go. 2 running backs next to Wimmer, but he's going to go deep, and this one is going to be complete. And once again, that's Simcoe, who spins away from the would-be tackler and then runs into a host of Pride defenders, but not before he picks up the first down. So clearly today, Simcoe is the #1 target for Wimmer.
Yeah, Wimmer to Simcoe. I'm sure it's going to continue on here, and let's see if Wimmer can just not throw a pick right after a big connection with Simcoe. He's done that twice already, so let's see what they decide to do here.
3 receivers to his left. He'll hand it off. This time goes to Iodice, and he's right up the middle with a flag on the play.
The YCN scoreboard sponsor is LaValle Building Supply and Middleton Building Supply. Home improvement and construction from concept to completion. Thank them for their longtime support of YCN sports.
So that one's going to go against Hollis-Brookline, the holding penalty. So they'll mark back the 10 yards, replay first down. Ball will be spotted at the 35-yard line of the Pride. It'll be 1st and 15 to go here. And like you said, hopefully for Hollis-Brookline, Wimmer can follow up one of his nice completions with another one. Looking here, throws it over the middle of the field. That one's complete to Jeffrey Arnold, who is able to scamper forward after the completion. That was a nice play there. Surveying the field. Not trying to force anything. It'll gain 7 or 8 yards, bring up 2nd and 7. Couple defenders, and Wimmer spins away from them. Tries to juke another one, but a nice tackle there by Pride defender just on the corner. Cam Tillman.
Cavalier carry by Wimmer.
I think Wimmer there was hoping someone was going to block number 29 from Merrimack Valley. But yeah, the play before that, nice job by the Cavalier offensive line, giving Wimmer enough time to survey the field and make a good choice.
So 3rd and 6, Wimmer dropping back, looking down the field, and this one's complete, and it'll be another first down. This one goes out to 44, Quentin Wimmer, and the first down, another big play.
Yeah, and we've seen Wimmer with some pretty accurate passing, and I think like you said earlier, Jeremy, I think there's been some miscommunication with his wide receivers. He's expected them to cut back or turn left or right. They just hadn't been with those 2 picks early on. But the quarterback, Wimmer, pretty accurate so far.
He has been, and this time they'll give it to the handoff to Iodice. He cuts to the left side, making a couple people miss, and he's going to get in for the touchdown.
Nice job by Iodice there. Running to the left side, found a hole, blasting through. Couple of moves. Nice job by Hollis-Brookline offense, and it was a good drive there by Wimmer. Made a number of good passes. His receivers also played an important part.
Yeah, finally able to put together a full drive. He had put together a couple nice plays, but always ended in interceptions, the other 2 drives. So this one, they're able to convert on. This time they will go for 2. And the handoff to the outside, crossing the goal line. Will he get there? He will not. That was 22, Clayton Trombus. Took the handoff. He didn't get the 2-point conversion, so the score will remain 6-0 in favor of the Cavaliers with 4:25 to play here in the first quarter. You're watching the YCN Game of the Week.
This YCN segment is brought to you by La Valley Building Supply and Middleton Building Supply.
Welcome back. YCN Game of the Week. Jeremy Stout, Andrew Zerhide. Hollis-Brookline Cavaliers going up on a 12-yard touchdown run. 6-0 the score. The 2-point attempt was no good. Finally cashing in after moving the ball on their first 2 possessions and ending in interceptions. They were able to convert there and take the early 6-0 lead. Onside kick here, a little squib kick. It's fielded at the 40 by the Pride, and they'll be immediately tackled there. That was number 35, Chris Lorden. Nice job on the hands team. It wasn't really a super aggressive onside kick, but type of squib kick. So Pride will take over at the 44-yard line. They've had to punt on both of their first 2 possessions, so we'll see if quarterback number 11, Braden Miller, can get anything going this time for the Pride.
Today's game is being brought to you in part by Ramonto's in Claremont. Always fresh, always delicious. All YCN games are on Facebook Live at YCN News.
Miller will keep it himself after the fake handoff, the little option play, and he crosses the 50-yard line. Almost up to the first down marker before he's tackled, and a very nice play. Miller and Lacey running the option there, and Miller wanted to keep it. He picked up about 8 yards, 2nd and 2. So Miller in the shotgun. Lacey takes the snap, a low snap, but he picks it up, and he'll try and get over the right side of the line of scrimmage. He might get back to the line, but nothing much else. And it looked like that was going to be a direct snap to Lacey. It was a low snap, so he had to pick it up. But even if it was a good snap, it looked like it was directly to him. Bring up 3rd and 2. Clock moving inside 3.5 minutes to play here in the first quarter. 4 receivers. Miller takes the handoff, option play again. This time they are going to give it to Lacey, and he is stifled behind the line of scrimmage. Ball will be spotted at the 50-yard line. So after a nice pickup of 8 yards on first down, they go backwards 2 yards on the next 2 plays.
Yeah, and the Cavaliers defense looking very strong. I don't believe the Pride has really been able to move it past midfield. Nice job by the Cavs.
So Bartlett on, presumably to punt. 4th and long from the 50. And this time it's going to be a direct snap to Lacey, and he's going to run it up the middle.
Wow.
Fake punt, and Lacey takes a direct snap and gets the first down.
Well, what a play call there. And nice job by Lacey powering forward. Really, it cut a lot of people off guard, and nice job by them. It's a gutsy call, but your offense hasn't been moving the ball too well, so. And you were midfield, so even if you didn't get it, it's not like Cavs would have been right in the end zone, but nice job by Merrimack Valley.
Yeah, a little trickery early. Get them going, and we have a quick stoppage. Player for the Hollis-Brookline squad running out. Maybe an injury to Iodice, but on comes 56 Quinn Connors. And Merrimack Valley is set to snap it. But before that snap, timeout on the field. Merrimack Valley wants to talk it over. They have 1st and 10, 1:53 to go. We will take a break. You're watching the YCN Game of the Week.
This YCN segment is brought to you by Lake Sunapee Visiting Nurse Association and Hospice.
So here we go, 1:53 to play. First quarter, Merrimack Valley driving here, down 6-0. Miller with the pump fake, trying to scramble and break free. He evades one tackler. Ball looks to be possibly loose. Miller wasn't going anywhere. He trying to just hold on to it. And they will say he keeps it, so 2nd down. Drops back a few yards, 5-6 yards. That'll bring up 2nd and 15.
Hey, local sports fans, 94.5 ESPN's Franklin and House Sports Talk Show can be seen on YCN's WYCX Outside Television at 5 p.m. every weekday. Tune in daily and get up to date on what's happening in sports.
Miller dropping back, and that ball is tipped. Iodice tipped it, but it looked like it was intended for number 29, Cam Tillman. Tillman hadn't quite turned around. Nice tip there by the defender.
Yeah, and I believe Iodice, when he came off earlier, he didn't have a knee pad, so we had to get a teammate's knee pad and came back in the game. Made a big play right there. Let's see if the Hollis-Brookline defense can hold strong.
3rd and long, 3rd and 15. Miller in the shotgun. This one's going to go deep into traffic, but tipped and caught. They're going to say incomplete. Number 5, Matt Burke. A couple guys near him, but it was tipped, and he couldn't quite come up with it, so it's going to be incomplete. And now there's going to be a penalty on the Pride. So first the incompletion, and now they call the holding penalty. Imagine they would decline that penalty and give them 4th down. So they will decline the penalty on the incompletion, so that'll give it 4th down and long. See if they have, how deep they want to go into their bag of trickery and maybe go for it again on a 4th and long.
Yeah, and it kind of looked to me like Burke made that catch. Seemed like he had his hand underneath the ball. Ball might have touched the ground, but it seemed like he had control, so I don't blame the Pride fans for being a little upset about that call.
So it looks like punt team is out there. Well, we had the punt team out last time.
Right.
Bartlett. This time we'll get the snap, and punt is away.
Nice punt.
It's going to fall in there, and it'll be downed at the 20-yard line. So we'll keep it here inside a minute to play. First quarter, not really too much action here in the first quarter. Both teams moving the ball a little bit, not many scoring threats. A couple interceptions thrown by Wimmer. A few punts for the Pride. Hollis-Brookline taking over now, ball at their own 21-yard line. They lead 6-0, 52 seconds to play in the first quarter. Wimmer with the shotgun snap, surveying the field, trying to break free, evades a couple defenders, still looking, and he is going to break free. Going to end up turning nothing into about a 4 or 5 yard gain.
Yeah, we can see how elusive Wimmer is, and if he did look up, he would have seen number 30, Simcoe, wide open to the right side. But still, nice job by Wimmer, avoiding the loss of yards.
It's about a 4 or 5 yard gain. This one, he'll be swinging it out to Trombus, who's really shifty there, and he's making some defenders miss. And he'll bring it up all the way to the 35 for a first down. A nice job there by Trombus.
Yeah, really good job by him, picking up some yards after contact. And again, it kind of looked like Simcoe was open on the right sideline. Pride's kind of having a tough time sticking with him.
Snap is off. We'll see if they got it off in time. There's no whistle, so they'll run the play. And that's going to do it for the first quarter. Interesting fourth quarter for both teams. Turnovers by Hollis-Brookline, but they lead it 6-0 after the 12-yard touchdown run by Io Dice. So after one quarter of play here, it's Hollis-Brookline 6, Merrimack Valley 0. You're watching the YCN Game of the Week.